Now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
To throw is Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I need to get my sling.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Room here to run. 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins now. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Eric Hendricks in on.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Dalvin Cook.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Escaping the... And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Colts 13, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
That's
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to Taylor on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On the return, Johnson. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. And the Vikings first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Cousins going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Being chased out left. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cook following the penalty. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 28, Jonathan Taylor.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, right? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
8 yards.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Cousins now to throw on first down. Through an opening, and there he goes.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
26, Vikings 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception here, Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Here's Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Colts 33, Vikings 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Vikings.
I know, easy.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
On the deep ball. It's 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
On 1st down, Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers flush to his right. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Willis. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Load it. He's checking Check.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Looking for Campbell down. And got his man complete. And all the way 39. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action. Rivers letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Accelerating, and off he goes.
You don't want none. Get up.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
10 yards on the pickup.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers eluding the pressure right. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Zach Pascal.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. To the air again here, Rivers. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Cousins pass.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Vikings.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Cousins pass. Intended for number 85. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.